Hi, this is Sharon Cole from Waterlily Therapies, and in today's session we're going to do some stress-busting hand reflexology. So you want to try this for about 5 minutes a day and see how you get on. We're going to work on one hand first and then repeat it on the other hand. So pick a hand, doesn't matter which hand, and then we'll repeat it afterwards. So I'm going to start on my left hand. So the first thing we're going to do is follow this line across where the fold of the hand is, where your lifeline is. We're going to follow this line of the hand across. So this is your diaphragm line, so it's just underneath the chest where you breathe in, so it's just going to help ease your breathing off and release everything off for some stress busting. So I'm going to do little thumb presses across that line. So all I'm doing is a press, hold, release, and then move it across that line. Press, hold, release, and move it across that line. I'm probably going to do that between 3 and 5 times. Move it across all of that line across there. So that's the first point. Okay, then we're going to have a look at the middle line, which is the solar plexus. So this is the point just underneath the diaphragm. It really helps to just calm those stress hormones down. So if you take your gap in between your 2 middle fingers and just where it falls off onto that heart line, we're going to just get our thumbs and do little circles. Just massage, no pressure, just nice little circles. Nice and slow, right in the centre of that palm. And while you're doing this, it's a nice idea to take a couple of big deep breaths. So if you want to press and breathe in, and release and breathe out. And again, you probably want to repeat that 3 to 5 times. Press and breathe in, and release and breathe out. Then we're going to move on to the adrenals. So as your thumb comes down into that gap, and we just sort of dip off into that gap, there's another nice little dip there. This is your adrenals. So when we're stressed, we can get what's called adrenal fatigue. So the adrenals get really tired. So we're just going to massage those. They're a good hormone centre, good for stress hormones, good for pain relief. Just a really nice little central point. And again, just gentle little circles into that adrenal reflex. Okay. Then the next one we're going to look at is the spine. So the central nervous system runs down the spine, so it runs from your head down your spine. And this is what sends all of the systems for the stress response. It sends it down the spine and out through the nervous system. So we're going to go in a downward motion to calm everything down in the body. So we're going to start at the top of the thumb. And again, you can either do little press or releases down that bony part of the thumb. You could do nice little slides. They're always really nice. Very calming, very soothing, very slow. Or you can massage forwards and backwards across that thumb. You can see what I'm doing. I'm just going across that thumb line for nice little slides. Or you could do your press, hold and release all the way down that line. Whatever feels good, but it doesn't need to be much pressure as long as we're working in a downward motion along that thumb line and across a little bit into down here, which is going to be sort of the hips and the lower back, the sciatic nerve. So all the way down that spine line. And then finally, we're going to work in the centre of the thumb. So right in the centre, into the centre here. Again, I'm just going to use my other thumb to do nice little circles. And this is the pituitary gland. So this is the gland that controls all of your stress hormones. So just massaging this is just going to help everything calm down. And again, you can do a press, hold and release. And again, if you wanted to, you could press both of your thumbs together in a nice little thing, and that's going to work the pituitary on both sides. So when we've done that on one hand, we're going to swap and do the other. So you're going to do the same. You're going to work across this line here, which is your diaphragm. It's going to help calm down the breathing. You're going to work in the centre here, which is your solar plexus, which is your emotional centre. Then you're going to work into this area here, just off the thumb, into the adrenals, which again is another hormone-based one, which is going to help with pain and stress and adrenal fatigue. Then you're going to work down the outside of the thumb, around the bottom for the spinal cord, bringing down those sympathetic hormone systems, bringing down the hormone system, the stress system, and then finally into your pituitary gland, which is the master gland for the stress hormones. Try that and see how you get on. Some lovely stress busting ideas. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.